Here we have our producer, Lorenzo de Bonaventura.
Last step.
Helen Mirren. And now we have Bruce Willis and Carl Urban. Here's Kelly. And Warren Ellis. Warren will be right with us, but we're going to go ahead and get started here. We'll bring him out in a second. All right, first question right here up front center.
Question for Bruce Willis. It has been great to see the Bruce Willis action movie come back. We've gotten Live Free or Die Hard, Surrogates, Cop Out, and now we're looking forward to Red. What do you think it is about now that makes it the right time for what you do?
Well, so that's a good question. I always question whether it's the right time for anything I choose to do, because I rely a lot of times on my own choices and stories that I like and scripts that I like. This film was always ambitious right from the very start. It could have just been defined as an action movie or as a comedy or as a romantic comedy. And the studio and the story always was about that, and it stayed there. And it always felt ambitious, and depending on who you talk to who sees the film, they would, guys will tell you, or guys, tell you it's an action movie, and some people tell you it's a comedy or it's a romantic comedy, but it weaves all these things together in a way that doesn't move you off of liking the action or liking the comedy or liking the romance, the romance in this film. We get to kill people and being a romantic comedy. So it seems great, and I really am pleased with this choice.
Over there in the back.
Hi, being Julie, of course, we're very proud of Robert to be the director. So can you talk a little bit about him, this combination of action with humor and tension, and just working with him?
I think Robert had a lot of things to juggle, and a lot of, I think it would be intimidating for almost anyone to have to work with this many veteran actors and big movie stars. And Robert managed it every day with a lot of grace and a sense of humor, and got the work done. And
it was tricky for Bruce. One of the things Bruce was just answering before was how many tones are in this movie, and the director has to hold the tone. And we have, 6 or 7 tones in this movie, so one person has to really hold on to that. And when Bruce first decided to do the movie, we had to have conversations about Robert's not known for his comedy. How is he going to handle that? How is he going to mix these genres? And it was really quite amazing when you see the film put together that we were able to hold all those different tones and yet it made sense.
I mean, he was very loose and very easy and very patient, and he was also quite German, as you're a German person, in that he was very, very he wouldn't let go. He knew what he wanted, and he would push all of us in terms of acting always towards what he wanted. And he was kind of relentless in that way. And I think in a way, the consistency of tone, because you could very easily, as Bruce says, with this disparate number of people coming in with their own histories of acting and so forth, you could have a movie where everyone is kind of acting in a different style, but Robert was very good at maintaining the overall style of acting as well as the overall style of the movie.
Yes, good afternoon. Looking all very stunning. This is a question for you, Miss Helen Mirren from Washington. Why do you think comic characters are such a creative basis for the film and TV series all over in the world?
Well, I'm wearing a T-shirt in respect of Harvey Pieper, who I think is a great graphic artist and graphic novelist. And he showed me that graphic work, which in my ignorance I didn't understand before I was exposed to his work. Now I'm much more open-minded, but I thought it was all about comic book heroes and boys kind of stuff. And he revealed the fact that a graphic novel can be as deep and complex and personal and psychological as any other work of art, novel, movie, painting, anything. So I think that this world, I think it's really exciting to see it burgeoning and expanding and changing as it goes into a real total art form. And I think we're at a very exciting point in the whole era, the whole ethos, the whole development of comic books. So I'm fascinated to see where it's going to be in another 20 years from now.
Would you like to add something to that, Mr. Bruce Willis?
I think these guys wrote and illustrated a pretty well thought out story that already had drama in it, that showed up long before it ever made the transition from graphic novel to a film that was, what did you say, 66 pages?
Yeah.
So you have to take 66 pages of the graphic novel and turn it into 110 or 115 pages of a script and try and fill 90 minutes of that. And it was very ambitious. And there were many days when we'd say, where are we in the story? What are we doing? And Robert always knew the answer. He always knew exactly what we were, what we were doing, what this scene was about, and I'd been lost. But I think the story was already really dramatic and very easy to play and very easy to understand. That if someone shoves you a little too far, that you're going to shove back, and all of us will shove each other and shove it back, and sometimes shove it at the same time.
Did you both have fun together? And Helen, was it fun to be an action star? And did you learn anything from Bruce?
Oh my God, it was great fun, this film. I had fun anyway. I absolutely loved every minute of it. And yes, you always learn from great movie stars, I have to say. There's no accident why they're a great movie star. And Bruce is a great movie star. And, as I say, these things don't happen by accident. And it means that they have both a mystery about them and an expertise, a very high level of technique, plus an incredible instinct that they allow to sort of operate in it. And it's always a dream to watch that and to learn from it. And I was doing that all the time, I say.